Hello everyone. My name is Ashley Monique, and thank you for choosing to watch my channel, which is Essential Beauty 8. And you know my motto: love who you are and not what your environment or statistics thought you would be. Now today I will be doing another gastric sleeve recipe, and really and truly it's not just specifically for a gastric sleeve people, it's for anyone, but these are the recipes, because I'm documenting my weight loss journey. These are the recipes that I am making. They're small, light, healthy, and good, and also high in protein. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna let you know the ingredients. I will not disclose or say the amount, but typically the measurements are tablespoons and teaspoons, and right now we're using teaspoons and a couple of tablespoons because we're so early into this gastric sleeve phase that you're not able to eat as much. But the ingredients that I will be using is shrimp, raw medium large shrimp. That is the 40-50 count. And I also will be using some frozen green peas. I buy my vegetables frozen because they don't, instead of in the can, because in the can they have a whole lot of sodium. So we're doing frozen vegetables. And frozen corn. And I actually got these from Food Lion, these large size bags. These bags are 1 pound. I got them 1 pound for maybe like $1.25. So that's not bad. And we'll be using diced tomatoes. Already diced tomatoes. And I told you I keep food in these little containers because we gastric sleeve people can't eat as much. I'll also be using some tortillas. I think this is Queso Blanco dip. This is so good, y'all. You're going to be seeing me make a lot of recipes with this cheese, and it is so delicious. And we'll be using for seasonings, because I told you I don't use salt, so Mrs. Dash salt free, the original. We'll be using the handy dandy chicken broth because I don't use much oil, and if I do use oil, I'll use extra virgin olive oil. And we'll be using an onion also. So let's get started. And the time for this will be maybe 30-35 minutes, but let's get started. And for my cooking utensils, I'll be using a frying pan, spatula, and a small glass dish for the oven. And let's get started. And I also remember I'm using my laptop. But these are pretty much our ingredients. These are our ingredients. You see our shrimp. You see the diced onion. You see the small amount of corn, small amount of green peppers. So let's take our frying pan. Shake up the chicken broth. Pour in some chicken broth. And in that chicken broth, I'm going to add in the onions. to get it soft, and the frozen but thawed a little vegetables, the corn and the peas. And we're going to bring this to a boil. You want to have your vegetables a little soft. However, we are going to put it in the oven, but you want to kind of go ahead and pre-cook some of the vegetables. We want to bring this to a boil, which shouldn't take long. I have the stove on medium high heat. I'm going to let this sit for maybe a minute or two. And as you can see, it's not that much in there. So this, I'm actually cooking this for a serving of one for myself. But if you would like to, if you wanted to cook for multiple people, like for your family, then you know you can add 1/4 cup of each vegetable for maybe 2 people, and maybe a whole cup for 3 or more people. But if this is just for you, for yourself, then you only need a tablespoon of each vegetable, or a teaspoon of each vegetable, and maybe a tablespoon of the onion. And we're going to add in our shrimp, and our shrimp is seasoned with the Mrs. Dash. And I actually have the shrimp, it's raw, and I peeled it, and I had it sitting in the fridge so the Mrs. Dash seasoning can marinate. So we're going to add our shrimp. And now that we have our shrimp in here, we're going to cut our oven on preheat. We're going to preheat it. We had our oven preheated at 400. I'm going to cut it on broil. And you want the chicken broth to reduce, to boil down. And you want our shrimp to have that light pink color, that beautiful pink color. In which it is turning. And you can put your lid on it maybe 30 seconds or so, just so that heat can absorb in there and some of those vegetables can soften up a little more. And we're going to take some of our tortillas dip, which I kind of had some already measured out. Take our lid off, and look at that shrimp. Look at the pink color, it's beautiful. And we're going to cut it off. And if you want, you can add a little bit more chicken broth to it to give it like a cream sauce. And we're going to add in take one of our teaspoon and add in this cheese sauce. And this cheese sauce is so good, and it's actually, I think they said it's new. I got this from Food Line also. It's new here, and it is so good. I actually go to this Mexican restaurant. Well, I used to prior to my surgery. I used to go to this Mexican restaurant and used to order a taco salad, and they used to put this white cheese on it, and I asked them what was the cheese, and they never would tell me, but I think this is it, or that's at least the closest I got to it. So you can leave this here. What I'm going to do is put this back on, and let this sit for a little while and come back to it, and then I will show you how it looks. And you can actually do this two ways. You can either do a stovetop version or you can do the oven version, and I'm going to keep it with the stovetop version, and then I will come back and let you see how it looks. And this is our creamy shrimp and vegetable. And it looks so delicious. And let me put this in a plate or a bowl. You can put it in a bowl. I'm going to put it in a bowl. Or you can put it in a plate, whichever one. But either way, it's going to be delicious. And so, I'll put this in my bowl. And it looks so good, you guys. It looks so delicious. Look at it. Look at that shrimp, that beautiful pink shrimp, and the peas and the carrots actually makes it a beautiful color. And to top it off, we're going to add in our cool diced tomatoes. And there you have it. You have the creamy shrimp and mixed vegetable, and it looks so good. So let me taste this on camera so you can know it's edible. But let me get some of those cool sweet tomatoes and some of those steamed frozen vegetables and some of this creamy cheese sauce. It is so good. And it has like a little spice to it because of the cheese, but it's not a bad spice. It's actually a delicious spice. It's so good. And let me get some of the shrimp and the peas. It's just so good. It's so good, and it's pretty, and it's light, and it's healthy, and it's delicious. And it's high with the shrimp. It's high in protein, so you can't go wrong with this this recipe. But try it out. You can do the stovetop version or the baked version. If you bake it, cut your oven on broil, as I did, but changed my mind at the last minute. You can broil it for maybe 10 minutes, and you'll know when it's done because it'll have those brown crisp. The cheese will turn brown and crisp on top and bubble. It is so good. But if you have any questions or you tried the recipe and you like it, please write me, subscribe, and let me know how it turned out. You can either take a picture and post a picture on the comment section, or you can go to my Facebook page, Facebook/EssentialBeauty8, and leave a comment and post a picture there. But please subscribe, and you can follow me on my MyFitnessPal app to see what other recipes I make throughout the week, which is MyFitnessPal, the app, and my name is Ashley, ASHLEY, John, JOHN, and the number 843. Bye, y'all. Let me know how it goes.